Welcome to Don-Candy TV again, and yes, as this week I've been tackling certain issues, certain political issues in our country, with regards to Honorable Ken Agyapong and his conduct. Yes, today too, I'm here to talk about an issue. Yes, we've been hearing of this Achem Sakawa. The president, when the president met the clergy, he expressed his dissatisfaction, and also when he spoke to Aman FM, he expressed his dissatisfaction that the people of Achem traditional area have also staged a demonstration calling on the former president to apologize to the people of that area. And the president has also been saying a lot, and he still uses the word Sakawa, but I think he doesn't add the Achem and a lot. So recently in his town hall meeting in Kumasi, he said if someone or if the president is cutting short for projects with these few months to elections, they are Sakawa projects or something of that sort, All these things, I would say they are uncalled for. They are not good for our democracy. When you speak like that, when you meet the man, you will smile to him, you will laugh with him. But behind the scenes, some people do not understand the game well, and they are fighting. They are my concern. Yes, so when we are dealing with such, but another school of thought will tell you, Mahamat is a human being. I remember 4 years ago, Dr. Bawumia consistently called him an incompetent leader, or the incompetent one. Mahama is incompetent, he's incompetent. So, yes, that was a pain, but you can say the word incompetent was linked to his job. Whether truly he was incompetent or it was a tag, but it really worked. When you listen to radio, let's vote out the incompetent government led by the incompetent man, all of the. Even right now, the current vice president used to say that. I've heard the incompetent one wants to come back and this. So my question is, Achem Sakawa boys and incompetent in the area, which one is more derogatory or painful? One would say incompetence was used in a way or was linked to his job or the kind of work President Mahama was doing. Maybe he wasn't doing the work well, or according to those who used to call him incompetent, they thought his work wasn't up to task. So, what about he too is a human being? Calling someone incompetent, he also comes from somewhere, someone's brother, someone's father. Calling him incompetent too is an issue, and you think he also didn't take that lightly. So definitely, President Mahama too has had his fair share of those stuff. There were times there was a video editing, showing that he was doing having an affair with a certain lady that was pictured, all those things to disgrace him. I wouldn't say it came from official source of any political party. But definitely, I think somebody from a political party was arrested and questioned in connection with those pictures. So many things have gone on. Even when this recent Papani issue came, no one has mentioned, okay, fine, Kani Gloria came to mention Mohammed's name, but definitely we have been tagging him as the one who is having an affair with Tracy Boache and pumping all those cashes to him. He hasn't come out to speak, but all these things will attack him. But one thing I want to say is that our politicians should use decent languages. You are talking to people. You know what? A time will come, if you build the political discourse in this way, when majority of the people you want to talk to are well educated. Now we have free SHS. Current BEC candidates are 500,000 students. So assuming those over there, I think those in second year are almost 400,000. Those in first year are over 400,000. So when this 500,000 goes to top up, at a point we have over 1 million people every year coming out, or at least 500,000 and over students coming out as high school graduates who can read, write, and understand socio-economic issues. And when we are going into an election, and instead of you telling those people or these young people what you can do for them, the future that you have for them, and you think doing tribal politics or insulting yourselves is what you want to do, then I'm telling you, your political parties are going to collapse. They don't have a future. Yes, because, you can tell that to the dogs, because if a time will come and these young men and women can read over 75% of our population or voting population can read and write in the next 15, 20, 30 years, and you still want to do this kind of politics, Achimsa Kawa, incompetent, insulting, this, no one is going to vote for you. We are in an election year. Just tell us what you can do. Both political parties have elected their presidential candidates and their vice presidential candidates. Two, the two of you have adored your manifesto. You have things in it. Both of you, or let's say the current president and the former president, you've all been in office at least 4 years. So tell us, when you gave me power again, this is what I've done, and this is what I want to build upon it, or this is what I want to do again. I, John Dramani Mahama, during my tenure of office, I did this ABC, and when you give me the opportunity again, I'm coming back to continue the ABC to E, F, G, H, and the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is what we want to hear. Bread and butter issues that are of national concern, issues that affect the ordinary Ghanaian directly, things that are going to help. Railway, opening up the country through railway from the north to the south, from the east to the west. Releasing the pressure on our roads, and also preventing the lot of carnages, accidents that we have on our roads. And then roads, major roads in the country. Most accident that happens can be avoided. Single lanes, overtaking, then all these things. This is what we want to hear. Dualization, triple lanes, quadruple lanes. At least if you can't do the 4 lanes for us, just do 2 lanes. If I'm running my overtaking, I'm taking over a car, I'm not meeting any car in my lane. When we start a project, how we can finish the project as quickly as possible. Because when we start the project and we leave it there, if cement is 40 cedis today and tomorrow it becomes 45 cedis, the contractor will come for price review, and still the contracts will go up. Sometimes where they've even started the work, some places get destroyed or deteriorated, and they have to go back and do all those stuffs again. These are the things that we need. You said 1 district, 1 factory. How many have you been able to do? Show us pictures, videos. Roads, how many kilometers have you been able to add? Or the deplorable ones, how many have you been able to repair? These are bread and butter issues. These are bread and butter issues. This is what the ordinary Ghanaian want to hear. So you can't just wake up. You think you have the media space, and then you have money, so definitely some media stomach journalists are going to follow you to your campaign grounds and the rest, and all you go and tell them is Achimsa Kawa, incompetent, and just throwing jabs at each other. And it's, the voters too are not discerning, because it seems they tell them what they want to hear. When you, tune in your radio, it's politics, and this, and I did that, and your time you didn't do this, and that is what the day comes to an end. When they finish, Kotoko and House will come and take over. Politicians will come again. In the evening, we play some music. Then I get my summer radio number, so then we are done for the day. At the end of the day, Jimmy and Kwasiake Kansa, we didn't take any proper and better decisions. No future decisions for our country. Now we are pushing a lot of students into education. Very good. What are the plans? Entrepreneurs? Because when all these young men graduate, we don't even have enough industries to employ them. And government, sector is already choked. Apart from maybe some teachers, nurses going on retirement and they will need replacement, and that's all. Apart from that, why? What are the plans for entrepreneurship? What funds are we putting in place for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years? What are the future plans for our oil proceeds? Yes, I know we are using some to fund free SHS, but how about the rest? So please, our politicians, we want to hear something better. We want to hear something meaningful, something, that is going to affect our lives, our daily lives, not just the ordinary jabs, excuse my language, useless insults and tribal politics. Avoid tribal politics. Anyone who is a tribalistic or who is tribalistic or is doing tribal politics, please vote against that person. That person doesn't have anything good for you. If they have something good for you, they should tell you. They should tell you the plan, source of funding, and everything. That is what we want to hear. How to reduce taxes, things that are going to affect the ordinary Ghanaian. Thanks for your viewership. This is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe, share our videos, comment, like, and then please follow us for other updates. Thank you very much.